My boy still hurt too.
It's an Eastern. Conference matchup in today's game as the 76ers come into town for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. The Philadelphia 76ers came away with the win, their last meeting this season against the Pacers.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And good that time. We've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
Now, here's George. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. McCain. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. And Embiid gets it to go.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
And Halliburton slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Nailed from three-point land.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Halliburton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is. Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game, makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Clock at 6. Oubre with it. Halliburton picks him up. They get it back. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tremendous explosion on that launch by Halliburton. Throwing it down.
Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him. And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Pass to McCain. Back to George. Down low. There's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Here's Halliburton. And here's McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Here's Embiid. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. Misses the layup. The 76ers leading by 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Pacers making a switch here.
Pacers have 2. Keep that energy going.
With the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
Well, you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's George. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. George with the ball. Wiseman picks him up. And Paul George again. George has got 8 points.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Here's Halliburton. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And finished off by Halliburton.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. Pass to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Outside, George. Over Mathurin. Again, Philadelphia.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
A shake. And Embiid pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Stolen by Walker. Outside Mathurin. Here's Wiseman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the sheer size of Wiseman is hard to deal with inside, forcing the defense to compromise with the foul.
And both free throws good for Wiseman. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
6 to shoot. Yabusele. Walker with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Mathurin.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jarris Walker. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Indiana trailing here. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Shepard. Walker a screen. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Shepard. To the middle. It's tipped. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Jackson. Count the basket. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Now here's Gordon. Still yet to score. The 3 from George. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Indiana making a change here. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Now, here's Halliburton.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness that time, going right into that defense and drawing the foul.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Left side, George. Pass to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Joel Embiid.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Halliburton.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
Drummond trying to get himself free. Embiid, no good. Here's Halliburton. And the layup falls. Halliburton's got 24 points.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Poke loose. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2. But 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Lowry with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to McCain. Here's Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Halliburton comes up empty down low. Philadelphia leading by 4. Embiid is at the elbow. Lets it go from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nothing new for Embiid here. Going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
Here's Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Embiid, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton, that strength, that time, not going to let the defense deter him.
Three-pointer by Embiid. Walker with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Halliburton missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Embiid. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Embiid's got 16.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And it's Halliburton missing. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Youth Dance Team.
So both teams making some changes here.
Let them hear you.
Oubre, right side. Takes it off the glass. Oubre's got his first points in this one.
These high percentage shots can look like easy money for Kelly Oubre Jr. Cashing in inside.
On the wing, Mathurin. Inside. Here's Turner. Pass to Shepard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Left side, Lowry. Here's Yabusele. Here's McCain. Defended by Mathurin. To the paint. Turner with the steal. Knocks it loose. Drummond with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, with Drummond's free throw history, teams aren't afraid to get physical with him inside. I mean, they'll send him to the line before they give him an easy look.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Here's Shepard. He has yet to score, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
Outside Lowry. Pass to McCain. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Rob. He's got a clear path. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Assisted by
Oubre so quick off the floor.
Pass to Shepard. Now Nembhard. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Clock at 6. Good D by Drummond. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's McCain. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. .146 left here in the second. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Mathurin. Oubre pulls it in.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry, but the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to McCain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. McCain's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Now Shepard. Back to Mathurin. Trains the three-pointer. Mathurin's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Outside Mathurin. Is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers lead by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The 76ers leading by 10. And here's Lowry. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Amazing athletes in their own right. Well done, the Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
Pacers trailed by 13. Halliburton outside. And Embiid with the block. Outside Lowry to the left wing. Now here's Embiid. 16 points for him. Yep, that one goes in there. Embiid's got 18 points.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident in that area.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Halliburton hits them both.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Here's George. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Pass to Halliburton. And he drives in. And Halliburton slams it in.
Great speed displayed that time by Tyrese Halliburton. Went right to the rack when he saw the gap in the defense.
George with the ball. Mathurin picks him up. Gordon a screen. Yep, it counts. He's got 15.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Halliburton, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pacers trailed by 13. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special talent in Embiid.
First personal foul. First team foul. 76ers substitution. Number 00, Reggie Jackson.
Here's Embiid. 18 points for him. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Halliburton with the bucket.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's McCain. 9 points in the game so far. 11 feet away. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And that one's good. George has got 17 now.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
They get it again. Embiid, no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Halliburton outside. That one a little long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Back to George. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside. Count it. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Yes, that goes in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to George. Embiid the screen. From deep. Pacers with the rebound.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Count it.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
To the left side wing. McCain. That ball's nice feed that time from George. 12 points for him.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. And one opportunity.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's George. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Pacers trailed by 10. Here's Halliburton. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Here's Philadelphia. Outside, George. And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Jackson. And it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
From deep, George buries the long-range jumper. George has got 20.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Outside Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
Sixers. Everyone, make some noise.
He hits the second from the line.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And it's Halliburton missing. The 76ers leading by 10. Outside, George. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Nesmith. 1:21 left for the third. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Halliburton hits them both. The 76ers leading. Outside, George. .102 left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Right side, Gordon. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Halliburton with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. .34 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 20 seconds left in the third.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking the shot.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And George drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
Nine seconds left in the third quarter. Deflects the pass. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top. They're up by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Lowry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lowry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
Here's Halliburton. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 12. George with the ball. Wiseman picks him up. It's stolen. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. Walk up two there. Halliburton's got 48.
Halliburton really dangerous now when he gets out in the open court. That's how you finish the break in transition.
Pass to Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
George, no good. Pacers trailed by 12. Halliburton with it. Lowry picks him up. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got 50 points.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Pass to McCain. There's the pick. Outside, George. Front past the arc. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Halliburton, no good. Outside, George. Wiseman with the rebound.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Halliburton. And that one, good. Halliburton's got 52 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take them.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Here are your Indiana Pacemates. Get loud. Miles Turner.
Now Embiid. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Back to Gordon. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Good on the bucket. That's now 26 points for Joel Embiid.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They've got to tighten it up.
And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Well done, the Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
And the Pacers with possession here. A 12-point game. Halliburton looking around. And he gets it to go. Halliburton's got 56 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Coming on to the field for the 76ers, number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr.
Outside, George. Back to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Turner. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter. Halliburton right side. Outside Turner. On the wing, Walker. And no good that time. George with the defensive effort. Here's Oubre. Outside for Lowry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Down by 12. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding passer.
And here's George. Pass to McCain. trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside, Walker. There's the try. And the dunk by Walker.
For his size, Walker has great burst off the bounce.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
The Pacers anchors here. Get loud, fans. On the court, it's your Hype Squad. Who wants a t-shirt? For the Pacers Hype Crew. Nicely done.
The 76ers leading by 7. Outside, George. Pass to McCain. And here's Embiid. Turner covering. Now here's Embiid. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Halliburton. And he converts the layup. Halliburton's got 58.
Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
Down low. Embiid powers it down.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Here's Halliburton. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Remaining in the game.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Outside, George. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. George with the ball.
On the defensive end, Turner really knows how to make his presence felt.
Embiid puts it through after the offensive rebound.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
And let's hear it for all the dancers. Checking in for the Pacers.
Halliburton outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Embiid's got 18 points just in the second half.
And when Embiid first came into the NBA,
you know, folks wondered about his offense, but it became clear pretty fast, though, he can dominate at both ends of the court.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the 76ers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
For the 76ers, Andre Drummond.
20 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Reggie Jackson.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Get low, I'm making it scratch. Drop dead fresh like the mint. Yeah, them was at the mint. Cold sweat on the jet. Every night I pray my don't call collect. Having plenty of dogs, go DM it. I'm going all gold on the north side, Sean Carter. Quasi. I didn't take the martyr cause it didn't go to Jimmy Carter. Smarter, not harder. Wells Fargo in a Charger. Want me to show you how to get to the top. Should've met me at the bottom. For real. I never fall out with a over Instagram follow. I call all the Instagram models, tell them let's take a trip to Cabo. Like, hey, mama, call me Johnny Bravo. Mama. Yeah. Tahoe, yeah. Turn a man, macho. Jump out the gym, we all trim. Making a movie, ain't go film. Bad, gon' flip my film. He having so much with him. People not play with him. Got in the crib, they stay with him. Checking my safe for M. Yeah, please go play with them. I'ma gon' say it. Can't with your man. Think I'm going somewhere. I'm stuck with my fans. I put blood, sweat, and tears for the brand. All these cards I've been dealt. Can't play with my hand. Everybody know that I'm him. 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 Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your of course. She gon' tell you I'm him. Everybody know that 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 I'm him. Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your of course. She gon' tell you I'm him.
I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. You talking to again, you breaking the code again. I'm on the road again, we snucking this with them again. This do tricks, you can fold it in. I know they be hating, I still pose. They we on they block like we posted. Been with me on my road to riches. We didn't oversold the load again. Too many plays, been up for too many days. Boy, you got ways. I get the I'ma pay, they go where you stay. I had to run up them bands when I got out the can't go back, I got too many K's. And he acting bad on the ground, but we know it's gonna happen. It happen in every occasion. Somebody, I be telling my youngest to chill. Check the stats, I do numbers for real. And this ain't no cap, I get money for real. That little boy ain't ran up no commas for real. Don't play with baby, I go million for million. I made it out, but yet I'm still in the field. 500 racks sitting in my ears. 10 carat diamonds spit in my earlobe. Superhero baby saving the ghetto. If I'm not the man, I'm the man in the middle. How about a coat, my hand on my... He just a fan and he mad, I don't feel him. I know they know that I ran with him. You know I still run with them guys. It's a waste of my time. I want somebody. I risk it out, put my on the line. I came from the back of the line. We had it cracking since back when the one was alive. You can go ask him my line. I wish Lil Wu would've never went through with his move, but I'm glad that he threw it his dime. Yeah, I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put hard.